Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's an all-you-can-geek Gamecast. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gast, joined by Mike Sneedy,
What's up?
Corey Feinside,
Ahoy.
and Tony Korkanakis.
Yo.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners. Welcome, viewers. We are live right now on Twitch. We just finished the movie cast Tuesday nights, starting 8 o'clock Eastern. So we'd love to have you guys join us if you can, if you're free. Talk to us while we're, recording. Give us, ask us some questions. Converse with us while we're talking about some topics. If you can't join us, though, on these live broadcasts, YouTube does have the content. We'd love to hear from you over there, too. So please be sure to leave a comment and subscribe over there and a like. All right, guys. Gamecast. This week, what have we been up to? We have, I will address some other things here. We have most anticipated episode coming up soon. We do have some directs coming soon, like from Sony and everything, and Nintendo. We'll get into that shortly. So stay tuned. But what have we been playing? Mike, what have you been playing?
I mostly have been playing Super Metroid. That's the one.
Oh, you did. You're still playing that? Okay. You still lost?
Yeah, I did finish it, although I did have a little bit of guidance from an expert on the game. But apparently my playtime was abysmal. Because the goal is like 3 hours or less. It took me 16 hours.
I remember spending a ton of hours on that game.
Damn.
So definitely not 3 hours.
Yeah, so obviously it's considered one of the better games of all time, and I enjoyed it. I'm gonna try to play some other the 2D Metroids now, because it was striking to me, at least from my memory. Now it's been a while. I played Metroid Prime 1 and 3, but this like Super Metroid, there's just a lot more upgrades and abilities. It feels like it happens faster, and there's just more to it. I know there's not the movement stuff, because kind of can't in first person. You don't have movement stuff in the primes like that. But yeah, so I was pleasantly surprised by that, and yeah, I think I'm gonna I started Zero Mission instead of doing the first one. I was told to do the Zero Mission instead, so I started that up as well. So now I'm in there, and it's similar. It's the Game Boy Advance version, I believe.
Zero Mission is the first game remade, and there's zero point to play the first game, like zero, unless you really want to see the beginning, which is terrible.
So I took that advice and I started up Zero Mission. I'm thrown off by the differences between them, because they're very similar, but there are differences. No run button, and you get stuff in way different order. Like, where are my super missiles? What's going on? But yeah, so that's what I'm running through right now. I'll probably play Fusion after this too, if I'm still feeling it by the end of this one. So getting my backlog done with some retro stuff. Yep.
Yeah, it's curious because Zero Mission's pretty close to Super Metroid. So I think I would have said, if you wanted something different, to go to Fusion, because that's mixes up the formula a little bit. But
I'm trying to remember Fusion. Like, it's been so long. It's like I'm trying to remember what I did in that. I know I played it. I just got to remember it. If I saw some screenshots, I'm like, oh yeah, I got it. I gotta look it up.
I'll be curious to see what I think of the primes when I play the next. I probably play 4 after all this eventually. I wonder how much I will dislike it after playing all the 2D ones. So we'll see.
I mean, I'd actually like to know,
because I feel like it for sure.
I mean, you did do the, I mean, that's so I didn't play 1 through 3 of Metroid Prime, so for me, like, it'd be interesting to hear your opinions after playing the older ones. Yeah. So cool. All right, Tony.
Usual multiplayer games as service stuff. Arc Raiders had this really annoying bug yesterday, or glitch. Apparently it's been going on for weeks. There's like a way you can duplicate items in your inventory, but for the most part, people have just been using that to make money, which doesn't really impact the game experience too much. But this fucking YouTube or Twitch streamer, whatever, content creator, Mr. Peanut or Burnt Peanut, something like that, whatever. It's Peanut. I know Peanut's involved. He's like a Peanut VTuber, essentially. Showed his fan base that, you can do this with, like, grenades. So all these fucking little shithead, teenagers and younger, maybe, and young adults with teenage brains. We're just in lobbies yesterday duping infinite grenades. So a lot of maps are just like, you're just hearing grenades constantly go off. And it's just like, cool. Like, why am I playing? What are we doing
You
here?
can do that in match. You
Yes.
can multiply them in match.
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought it would just be like in their inventory at home.
No,
somewhere.
no,
They have
no,
a lot
no,
of
no.
grenades. Good
No.
for you, but
Yeah, like we were just like hearing these people go do, 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 pow, do, 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 pow, like the whole match. It was like, if it wasn't even just for the danger of like explosives,
Yeah.
the fact that the sounds were going off, because like sound audio is a huge thing in this game because you can tell where people are, or you know, generally, but also like apparently if more than one person is doing it at a time, if you're on a lower end device, maybe Xbox Series, I don't know.
I could see
Apparently, it was like really impacting game performance too. So it's just like, damn, like
Really?
you're getting a huge game advantage by. But thankfully, they hot fixed it today, and apparently may be dishing out punishments.
take out Arc real quick like that.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah.
yeah,
All the good ones dead instantly.
yeah, so shit. But only other, so I did start a game in my backlog. Funny enough, tangentially related to Mike's playthrough, but there was this Blast Master. Do you remember that, guys? That game from
Math Blaster?
Name sounds
No.
familiar.
Blast Wait, what was it called?
Wait,
Was this
Blaster
on
Master?
an angry
It's
video
an
game
old
there?
NES game. Blaster Master was an old NES game.
Yeah, Blaster Master.
Okay,
With
they
the car,
remade
yeah.
that?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That you got it. Yeah.
yeah. So
I didn't even know they did that.
like within 10 years, like the last 10 years, the one company, Intercreates, I believe, got the rights to it, so they started doing pixel remaster. So they redid the first game, which was fun. I played that, and then that was so popular they were able to do 2 more games in that style. So some years ago, I bought the second one.
Oh, yeah.
So some years ago, I bought the second one on sale, and I just never got around to it. So I was like, oh, let me get this through my backlog. So I just started that, and that's fun, just because again, it's like Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance style, pixel graphics, pixel quality. Like it's a like pseudo Metroidvania type game. Very light on that, but it's fun and very challenging. There's crazy, but like the first one was, I think it was Blaster Master Zero is what it's called.
That's what I'm looking at right now. Blaster Master Zero, yeah.
But it's like pretty faithful. It's like 1-to-1 remake with just like quality of life and stuff. The second one kicks things up a notch and you're just like a counter mechanic. So I'm fighting one of the first bosses. I'm like, I cannot, like this guy is just way faster than I am and just doing way more damage. Like I have to be doing something wrong, until I started using this counter mechanic, and then I just absolutely wrecked him. I was like, damn, you suck. You're a chump. Like all I had to do is this. That's crazy. But I wasn't thinking like that because the first game.
One weakness.
Yeah, exactly. Like my one weakness, getting countered. It's like, yep, you suck, and I'm awesome. But yeah, that's really fun. Just nice comfort game where it's a retro style, not AAA or anything like that. But enjoying that so far.
Cool. Corey, anything?
Playing a lot of the Star Wars card game, so that's what's been taking up my time.
I did get the majority of my weekend actually was doing Riftbound pre-releases for the new card game.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't do them. I was like so jealous.
Yeah.
And you pulled some nice, got some good hits there.
I pulled some rare cards. The one day, I chose that legend as my thing. So like when people are revealing their cards, I reveal it, and they're like, "What is it?" And I'm like, "Oh crap!" And I'm like, "Yeah, intimidation factor, the bling version." But that one went pretty well. Encountered some like weird sweats. And I'm just like, dude, this is a pre-release. Like, it's okay. Like, it's one pack. Like, if it means that much to you, sure, you could take things back or what.
Well, with the amount of some of these cards, this is the League of Legends card game, by the way. But it's there's some cards that I saw selling for $3,000.
Yep, the signature cards. But I don't know. If you have to be a douchebag to get one pack for like a less than 1% chance, maybe don't stay. Don't come to the hobby. But yeah, I mean, it's
making sacrifices.
Yeah, fortunately, it seems super popular. It was sold out in my area, like 3 different stores, so that was cool to see that game from Riot Games being successful, unlike maybe something else.
Yeah, unlike a certain other one, or not this one, but another fighting style game that they have.
Yeah. So what the? I mean,
you want to get into
into that right now,
Jim?
If you want to? We'll get into it right now. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, let's go.
So
I was giving you the easy layup.
That transition.
I was giving it to you as a softball.
It could have been smooth. Could have been. It was there.
I corny myself, but yeah. So roughly 80 employees are being let go at Riot as the long-awaited fighting game fails to catch fire. That's the 2XKO developers, right? Less than 3 weeks after release too. So it's. Yeah, I saw you post this thing. I didn't even know this game existed until you posted this thing. I was like, I didn't see this even come out.
What? It was like featured in a bunch of shows. That's crazy.
I know. I didn't even see it.
They talked about it for like 6 years, dude. What are you talking about?
I know they talked about. I know they talked about a fighting game for a while. I didn't know that was it. So, yeah.
That's the problem, man. That's why it hasn't caught.
Yeah. Wasn't that? It happened today. The layoffs, or was it yesterday?
Yesterday.
I can't remember. It's like blurring together. The 2 days today blurred together for me. So yesterday they let him go. Yeah, so it's not performing well. 3 weeks after launch, so
yeah,
not good.
No, it's bad. It's almost on maintenance mode immediately because it wasn't just like they let the junior staff go. They let a lot of leads go, which I always talk about every time you see it. Like when you are laying off leads, that is really bad. Not only for the direct game they're working on, but like the company or at least that team because. They have the most knowledge, they have the most experience, and to be like, we're going to lay you off. That game.
Yeah.
Which feels so weird because, again, so internally, apparently, they've been working on that game for 10 years. It's been public for, I believe, 6. And they launched the game. First of all, why the fuck would you go with the name 2XKO? Like, you have the name brand League of Legends, which is one of the most popular games as a service that has still survived in, like, Fortnite era and stuff. And you're gonna call it 2XKO, like a number and 3 English letters. Like, what are you doing here? Like, I would go as far as to say this is probably a bigger naming flub than the Wii U or Xbox One. It's just that bad because 2XKO means nothing to most people. Like, it's like, what is that?
No.
Like, it's not memorable.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
It's a code. It sounds like a code.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like at least with like. Rivals for like Marvel, it's like they have Marvel in the title.
It's
like,
Marvel.
It's a word. Marvel Rivals.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like 2XKO sounds like a discount code on a website.
Yeah, it sounds like a promo fucking code. It's ridiculous. So
that's it. Yeah.
They did that. Not to mention, I mean, I personally love tag team fighters. You know, Marvel vs. Capcom and all this such. But I know most people don't because most people stick with like one character, like they're one trick pony or whatnot. With any tag. You have to be at least proficient with 2 people, if not, more. But then you launch with 10 characters. 10 fucking characters. Like, how have you been like 1 character per year if you were working on the game for 10 years?
Technically. 1 character per year, yeah.
It's just asinine. Which is a shame because it really looked good, but you just can't make a game based on that. And the monetization apparently was awful. Like, it's free to play. We've talked about that back when, like, I think Street Fighter V flubbed that, with Capcom, the Fight Money or whatever the hell it was called back then. But you're pricing the cosmetics at such a stupid, absurdly high price that is just, for these free games as a service, things, you're usually making the 80% of your money off of like 10 to 20% of the player base. But if you don't get a wide player base like Riot has failed to do with 2XKO, you can't stay in business anymore. Because again, a staff of 160 developers in San Francisco or wherever they are in California, anywhere in California is expensive. Like, the math does not math. So they're just like, yep, half of you gone right away. And apparently some people only got like an hour or a half hour notice. It's like, damn, like they wanted you gone right away. That sucks. Feel for them. It just, I don't know what the direction was. And it's a shame too, because I think this just signals to more publishers and investors that, hey, it's not worth investing in fighting games, because if Riot couldn't do it with like infinite money and infinite free promotion with League of Legends tie-in,
But it sounds to me like they just flubbed this up. Like 10 years and they made 10 characters.
Yeah.
Like, that's bad leadership. You know,
I'm sure, yeah.
It's not good.
Well, sure, but at some
it's
point...
Riot, which has done... Yeah. They've done good. I just, like... This was bad. Whoever was in charge here is just bad management. Because, again, even 6 years that we knew about it, like, that's just too long for a fighting game to be in development.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so I just...
And for it to release and then an official release, not really have much fanfare for it. Like, what's the Marvel fighting game called?
Tokon, which we're about to talk about, too.
Tokon. Yeah. Yeah, like, that game, like, we know more about that game... and this looks like there's going to be more characters at launch than for that game than we have for anything here. And again, it's got Marvel in the title. Like,
yes,
you know.
I can tell you the name of it. That's the thing. Like, I was like, Token. I know exactly what that fighting game is. But Riot's game, I was like, what is it called? Yeah. So it was like, oh, I didn't even know that was coming out. Yeah. But I mean,
it's a shame.
Bad decisions.
But yeah, before we move on. No, Corey said he was just playing SWU. Were you playing anything, Jim?
No, I wasn't playing much. I actually played Split Fiction. I will say Split Fiction was fine. I'm on I just finished chapter 3, but I will tell you the game cranks up the difficulty a little bit to the point where I'm jumping between roles as characters because I'm playing with my stepdaughter. Yeah, so it's like, which character needs to do the stuff during this fight? So I'm like, give me the controller, you do the other stuff.
No, she needs to learn, Jim. If you keep doing it for her, how's she going to learn?
I tried.
Easy mode.
No, she needs to try. She needs to try.
Because we just finally finished chapter 3. It's February 10th. We finally just finished chapter 3 out of 5.
Yeah,
so
but
I
if you're doing it, then what's the point? Where's that Elden Lord feeling for her?
Yeah,
taken away.
I know. We get, but the thing is, I don't want her to get too frustrated where she doesn't.
You're babying her, dude.
You know what I mean? That's the problem.
You're babying her.
No.
The fail state is you get set back like
Jim.
15 seconds.
One day.
It doesn't matter for non-gamers. They can't stand that shit.
All right, when we finish Split Fiction, we will play Mario Kart, and I will absolutely destroy her in Mario Kart to teach her like this is real life.
That's just killing her competitive spirit. She needs to learn how to use a controller and play a video game, and you're doing it for her.
Overcome the difficulties.
Yes, it's the way it amps up in the game. It gets pretty difficult.
It helps you.
Listen,
too.
I know.
You got to overcome the fact that she's not good. And then
I'm not going to say that,
better.
but yes.
Well, listen, man. Like I understand because with Split Fiction, playing that with my wife who only plays.
Yeah.
Very sporadically. She's not really a gamer. So playing Split Fiction with her, it really made me feel like a couple on the verge of divorce. So that's.
I'm not doing.
Are you talking about It Takes Two?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Split Fiction. Okay.
Yeah,
Split Fiction.
I know.
Yeah, this is a new one.
It Takes Two.
You said
Same
Split
idea.
Fiction. So, okay.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I never played Split Fiction because honestly, I asked her if she wanted to play it and she didn't like it because it didn't have the whole sort of like toy size thing. That was kind of what she liked about the first game.
Yeah. No, Yusuf tweeted today they're working on a new game.
Yep.
By the way.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We don't know much yet, so we can't say anything much more. But they are working on something, so probably co-op. Anyways, let's go back to the Marvel fighting game now, Token Fighters, because like I said, we were talking about Riot. We can go back to this now. Token Fighting Souls. The Steam page gave us good details that we didn't even have, like you said, for the Riot game. So Token will have 20 characters at launch, so they're planning more.
Double the characters.
Yeah. Yep. They'll have a 64-player online lobby.
Teams.
And then single-player episode mode, which is like deep dive team dynamics and to learn more about lore. So they're going to have a single-player mode in this game, 64-player lobbies, and 20 characters to launch. So I see this expanding pretty quickly with characters. I don't know why, I just can see it happening. But I feel like 20 is
like rivals.
Yeah, I feel like they have like 5 already, and they're just kind of like, okay, well, we got our 20 launch, and then we'll put one out a couple months later. They've already got it programmed. I don't know why I have that vibe.
They've shown like 6 characters so far, or was it 8?
What was it? Star-Lord, Storm, Spider-Man, not Punisher.
Cap was on there.
Ghost Rider, Cap, Tony Stark.
Yeah, Cap. Yeah.
probably have 8,
That's right,
right?
that's
For
right.
4-on-4.
It's about 4. It'd be 8. Yeah, it's probably about right.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's gonna be 20. So I don't
20's
know. I'm psyched for this game.
20's decent. Yeah. It's really Kane's, I believe, because it's done by the Guilty Gear peeps, Arc System Works.
Yeah.
I mean, they pump
Yep.
out like Dragon Ball Fighters had
That's
like
what I'm saying. See,
40, 50 something characters, I think. I think that you just got one last year too. So as long as it's
that's
going
what
to
I'm
make
saying.
money,
Like
they're
this
set.
company, I bet you they have like 5 already queued, like waiting to come up.
Oh,
They're already done.
100%. I mean, they need
And
to
then
have a
there's-
roadmap,
yeah.
right? And that's a big thing. Most fighting
That's
games,
that's
yeah.
the key.
most fighting games like Street Fighter 6, the King of Fighter games, Tekken, they've all been, everybody has seemed to resort to like season passes in terms of like 1 year.
Yeah.
We're going to release X characters, and it seems to be 4 at the minimum, and then I think 5 or 6 at the high end. So, I mean that'd be like a character every other month, if not a character every quarter. I think that's a good rate.
Yeah.
And obviously, if it's successful, they'd ramp up. So, and again, Sony being the sponsor for this, plus owning the Evo tournaments, they're incentivized to make this game good because they want to make money off of
Keep
it.
it around.
To the point
Keep it
that they're
around,
selling, they're making their own arcade controller for the PS5. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
So
for the best
I'm
with
excited
it.
for this.
I'm still a little wishy-washy on it because I felt like the beta, like a lot of people got like negative about it when that came out, but we'll see.
We're looking late 2026 this year. You think for this game?
No,
Probably summer.
I know. Probably summer. Okay. It'll be this year for those wondering, but we're not sure exactly. End of summer.
Stay
summer.
away
Yeah.
from GTA. That's all.
Yeah, that's true. Which may or may not come out this year. Let's see. We got showcases coming up. We did the Nintendo showcase, the third-party developer direct, didn't they? A partner showcase. Partner showcase, they call it.
Yeah.
Last week, which ultimately for me didn't have much. I mean, I will say the Final Fantasy game coming to Switch is awesome. The second, this is the second part, right? Yeah, the second part.
First part already
Rebirth.
came out. Yeah.
Yeah. Rebirth coming out on the Switch, Switch 2 is awesome to have. I mean, I think that's a great game to grab. But ultimately, like, this wasn't too much. Did you get much out of this, Tony? Like third party
There was
stuff?
a
I mean,
couple things. So like, there's the indie game Orbals, which they showed off last time, but we got to see
yeah.
more gameplay footage, which again is in that local couch co-op vein where it's 2 people teaming up. It has a very like 80s 90s anime aesthetic to it. It has a really cool art style, and it's about 2 people in space, I believe, like fixing up spaceships and whatnot. So looks kind of like, again, Split Fiction, It Takes Two, Portal 2-ish probably.
the vibe I got from it.
So so that looks really cool. I'm interested in that. That'll be a day one purchase because I have a friend in Easton that we usually go through these games. And then there was this other visual novel game or adventure game called Paranormacite that was released by Square Enix a couple of years ago. Apparently, it's really really good. And they announced a sequel for that at the Partner Direct. So I was happy about that. Just because with Square Enix, you never know when something's going to get canceled or not, despite critical acclaim. And they even put the first one on sale for like $5. So I picked that up, so I'll be playing that shortly. Cool. I mean, cup of coffee, you can't really beat that price.
Was that the Ages thing where it was like multiple timelines, or is that different game from Square? There was another game from Square, right? What was that one?
No, was it?
Was it Pragmata? Yeah, that was it. No, it's not Pragmata. I'm sorry, that's the
Capcom game.
What was it? What was it called? It was
Adventures
across
of
multiple
Elliot?
timelines. It was from Square.
Yeah, Adventures of Elliot. Adventures of Elliot. That's the Zelda-like game.
That's okay. Yes, that's okay. That's the other one. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that's another one. But that one I've already played the demo of. I'm looking forward to that. But that was the thing. The Bomberman collection looks really cool. I'm happy about that. But them not including the probably most coveted one, which Saturn Bomberman. That's like, come on, man! You could have put that on there. Like, you could have put that on there.
I was watching when they announced it. I got super excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they rattled off the ones that were included, I was like, But I was watching it and I was like, oh my god, this is something I'm excited for. And then I'm like, oh, they don't have the Saturn. That was my love playing that one. I mean, you get some Microsoft games coming to Switch. You have the Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition. So that's launching digitally on February 24th, physically April 28th, and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle coming as well, which is, for those who haven't played that game, I mean, Mike and I both really enjoyed that game quite a bit, so it's to a new audience here.
Yep. And that one's fully on cartridge, which none of the other releases are, which I find mind blowing.
It just fit, apparently. Like, it just fit.
They just fit it.
Like,
so.
there was, I was
crazy.
reading about that.
But yeah, I mean, the thing between those, I mean, Resident Evil 9 is my most anticipated game right now.
Oh, yeah, are you recommending?
And they showed a little bit more of that. I don't know if you guys saw, but and I think it was just specifically for the Direct. You know, anytime they show a Resident Evil gameplay trailer, it's like, oh, the person playing is obviously a badass because they're making the headshots, they're doing the things. If you watch this, the person who's playing, like, is totally whiffing everything because they're avoiding, like, headshots and blood and gore to fit the Nintendo Direct, like, E for everyone rating.
Yeah.
So it was kind of funny. Everybody in chat's going, like, why is Leon suck all of a sudden? Like, you know, like, he's missing all his shots. Like, he at one point he even has a chainsaw and he's going to use it on somebody and he just, like, totally whiffs it. And it's like, yeah, they don't want to show blood on a Nintendo Direct E for everyone show.
Yeah.
So that was funny. But, yeah, and Progmod. Oh, I forgot to mention that. I did play the Progmodded demo, which is really cool. And I'm looking forward to that game a lot. So, yeah, Capcom has come a long way from their fuck Capcom era. They've completely turned it around. You know, from Street Fighter 5 to Street Fighter 6.
They did the reverse. Live long enough to become a villain.
Yeah. Oh no, it was live long enough to see yourself become the villain, but now they're in the redemption arc. So
right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, they were the hero. They could have died, but they became the villain, and now
the hero
back.
Yeah. It's like what was his name, Siler from Heroes or whatever.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Motherfucker kept flip flopping everything. It's like, are you good guy this week? You bad guy this week? Yeah.
The show lived too long.
Yep. Yeah. All right. Sony side of things, in the Sony world, we've got State of Play coming February 12th. So if you're watching this, you're actually during today. If you're watching this, because we launch these on Thursdays usually. So 2 p.m. Pacific time, which means 5 p.m. Eastern. You get the 60-plus minutes of new gameplay updates, news, announcements from game studios across the globe, including from third-party and PlayStation studios and indies. So it's a big direct for them. Big direct. And I've heard rumors, just to drop this here, like I mentioned, Nintendo might have a first-party direct next week. Is that true? Is it next week, the 20th?
Yeah, there's some inklings right now, just because, I don't know. It makes sense.
I mean,
but low times, people need.
I've heard Mario game. Yeah, I've heard a Mario out there, so we'll see. Maybe it's wishful thinking. But anyway, Sony side of things, they've got some good numbers going across the board here. So they have that direct coming up. They've got PlayStation 5 has officially shipped 92.2 million units worldwide as of December 31st, which is amazing in this day and age, especially with the price of the console. Mm-hmm. The slow start, I would say, with just game releases. I mean, really slow.
Well, remember the first year you couldn't get a PlayStation 5 because
availability, and we've had price hikes, and they're still selling pretty well. So 92.2.
Competition decided to take a shit, so it helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The interesting part is if you look at the chart, somebody on install base forums put the quarter or whatever results, I think it's quarterly, of the PS4 and the PS5. PS5 is trailing, I think, only 2 million behind, which is like, whatever, it's still pretty good. But the way the numbers go up and down, depending on the quarter, and obviously there's always huge spikes for the holiday quarter, it's almost like an exact same like line, like just, you know, like the same exact thing. And it's crazy. But I look at that and I'm like, this is exactly why video games are getting more expensive, why PlayStation Network is getting more expensive, because, again, they're not really expanding the audience, like the total number of PlayStation systems that are out there. They just have to make more money out of those same people, because that's the only way to make more money.
Group.
Yeah, it's the same group of people, because the same 110, 120 million people-ish buying your console. So you need to get more money out of them as costs go up, as inflation goes up. And that's it. That's why we're going to see $80 games. Like, I guarantee you Grand Theft Auto 6 is at least minimum $80 game. Minimum.
Yeah. I think you're right. I just, like you said, we'll see.
Gotta be.
With that.
Make that money.
Yeah, Sony talking about what they've made. Sony's made 2.3 billion, at least 2.37 billion from selling its first-party games and content on PC and Xbox. So that was out there as well. So they've made a lot.
It's a lot of
Again,
money.
goes back to they'd make more if they released their games earlier on PC. I feel like their delay I think
So,
cost them
2
some interest.
releases. I think it helps. Double hype, 2 releases.
I just feel like you get the PC gamers that like
They want to be involved in the same
It's
at the same time as the
cannibalized.
console players.
Yeah.
Players are.
I don't
No,
know.
they don't.
It's not
Yeah.
cannibalizing because the people playing on console are not going to buy it.
Again,
on-
we just
They
we
still
just
don't
mentioned
do
it's
it.
not Mike,
They know
it's
this.
not
They still
cannibalized.
don't
We
do it.
have
There's got to be a reason.
we literally just Tony just literally dropped the numbers that it's the same PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5. It's the same group of people. We just talked about this. Like you
It's
you
not
can
the
bring in the
cannibalize,
PC world. Yeah.
The problem, what they're afraid of is the people that are not going to buy the PlayStation.
But you're never gonna get those people.
So-
You're never getting those people.
That's what I'm saying.
That's,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. You're not.
You're,
it
you're
doesn't matter.
launching this on PC. If you did it day and date, right? You're getting that group. You're getting the hype from your game launching, and you're getting a lot more people on PC because it's not an old game at that point. You're getting a brand new release.
The thing is, like, you'll find people that maybe watch Twitch that are watching a streamer and be like, "Oh, this game's on PlayStation. Okay, I'll get it there," or something. Like, it'll go both ways if you're worried about that. But the more people playing the game, the more it's out there, the more people will, it's just like it feeds
Yeah.
into itself.
You can tell Rockstar that and see how they feel about it too with their release. I just think that
If they could release on PC right away, they would.
Rockstar didn't have time. They didn't have time to do that, Mike. That was more of a,
time. They've had like 20 years.
I would say they would
They still
prefer to
do.
release on PC
yeah.
than console
I think
at this
they would.
point.
I think they like having 2 releases.
No.
No way. I think if they could release a PC version of Grand Theft Auto 6,
They could
day
do
and date,
whatever
they
they
would
wanted. Or they
100
could delay this game 5 more years and do that. No one would give a shit. And they don't want to. They like the 2 releases.
Well, they want money at some point. I mean, it's been, what, 6-7 years now that's been going on?
How many years?
longer.
Any way you slice it,
And-
though, I mean, Rockstar is the exception because Grand Theft Auto is its own beast. It should be its own category. But you look at any other companies like Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter, we talked about that last year. Was the biggest release for Capcom period ever.
It's an online game. But it's like a co-op game, but yeah.
What does it matter?
What?
We're talking about.
Yeah.
That matters a lot for that's been their strategy. Online games simultaneous because you want the big player base. But if it's a single player game, they hold it back so they have a second sort of hype cycle.
No, because they have to spend money on marketing dollars, dude. By the time, if you're waiting 2 years after release to port it to PC, people are just gonna be like, "There's another PC game to play."
Yeah.
Look at Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders wouldn't have been the success if it was only consoles.
Okay.
It's a multiplayer,
It's
though.
an online
because
game, multiplayer game.
He's not a
Right, but
single-player
okay, so like,
experience.
all right, so let's go back to like God of War or Spider-Man. Like, yeah, it sells decently, but
It
like
would
it could
be-
sell so much more
would
if it was
sell
day
better.
and date.
That's what I'm saying. It
They
would have
said
sold
the
way
more-
They
better.
had second
people-
releases, and there was hype for them, and they sold more on PC later.
When you launch a game like 2 years after the hype from the game launching, like it's not a new game it's not a new game at that point.
How I
But if
look
you're
at
launching-
it is
Game for a new audience.
how I look
Yeah,
at
but
it
if
is like if you're
Okay.
if you have the 2 releases, right, the 2 separate times, like it's spoiled, right? So it's like you're not getting as many people excited at the same time.
Right.
Stories
Not to
around-
mention you
they're
have to
getting more
release.
people
excited.
Not to mention you have to release at a reduced price because otherwise people are like, "Well, I'm going to pay $60-$70 for a new game on PC when it's old and half price, if not less." Right.
Well, they do.
But you look at
Yeah.
Ubisoft. Look at like Star Wars. Look at the EA games. They all release day and date, multi-platform.
Yeah,
Ubisoft's great company. Doing
Just
great.
Ubisoft's
I
problem
don't
does
think they
not
like
refute the fact that they release their game on all the platforms.
Yeah, right.
They know where the profit would be way greater, and it's a matter of like, and that's why Microsoft did what they did because the profits are way better when you launch it on multiple systems at the same time.
Microsoft also
Like-
doing great right now.
Software-wise, yes, they talked about the PlayStation and the PC dollars that they've gotten last year were
Listen, I understand like that, but it's just I feel like there's a reason why Sony is reluctant to do it with single player games, and I think they do like the multiple.
Yeah, because it was
launches.
competitive
Even if it's
advantage
like-
against the Xbox, which we just talked about is dead
Right.
now. There's no reason for them to do
it's
it.
dead. Yeah.
There's no reason. Zero.
It's not, now there's not, and I think like the only thing that's holding them back maybe is like, oh, we'll give our PlayStation peeps a little bit of love here and wait, but that doesn't help them. It's not helping them. I don't think it's helping them at all. Again, the more people playing it at the same time, the more eyes are on it.
Yeah.
The more that feeds into
Yeah.
people wanting
Look
to
at
buy
Claire
it.
Obscure. There you go. Game of the year last year.
Yeah.
Single player, no multiplayer. All the
Right.
systems, all the platforms, day one. That would not have happened if they had skipped PC.
Okay.
Yeah.
That-
I mean,
that's
I
not-
think it's
Not a Sony first party game, but yeah.
But I'm illustrating. It doesn't have to be a first party game. I'm just illustrating why you need to release on as many platforms as
Well,
possible.
look at Indiana Jones. That failed because it was on one system.
Did it fail?
All right.
It
So
didn't do
did it
well.
make did it make a lot
did
of
it
money?
chart twice?
Did it make more money on another console?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they had to wait.
Yeah, exactly.
They
And so
waited.
imagine
They waited
all those
patiently,
people playing at the
and they
same
got 2
time,
releases.
talking about it. But imagine more people playing it at the same
So
time,
do you
talking about it.
think?
That would
So
have
no,
fed
that's a
into
good
it.
example. That's a great example. You think that if it released simultaneously when it originally released, it would have done better than charting twice, one year and then the
Absolutely.
next
Yes.
year?
100%.
I don't
Absolutely.
think it would have.
Because
Wow.
you have all the Game Pass people playing it, telling, "Oh, like I'm playing this game," and all the people on PlayStation like, "Oh, well, I can't do it now." So, but then they're talking about it constantly, and then they stop talking about it because now PlayStation people
Yes.
aren't getting to play it, and so now Microsoft has to ramp up more marketing to say, "Hey, it's coming to PlayStation now," and spend money to do that when they had an opportunity to sell it to people right away that were playing the game.
it's more
And
about
didn't
like
have to spend that money.
again, this is the part. It's more about marketing cost. You have to do double marketing cost if you release it twice, because you've waited too long to release the game. So like you're talking
Double,
Spider-Man
you need
2
you need to
is
rem-
gonna have 2 marketing budgets.
It's not. You don't. It's not the same amount of marketing once the game is out already.
It's just
I
more
mean,
excitement
marketing is
when
from the
something
game
is
coming
new.
out.
There's always more excitement when something is new, right?
Sure.
When people
That's
are
the thing, like-
involved in it at the same time, it's more fun and it's more exciting
I will
because now
fully
we're
admit
all
right
doing
now-
it together.
Like I'll fully admit for right now, like I'll talk about this on the Switch stuff, right? So when Nintendo announces games, I'm like, wait, is this a new game or is this a remaster? And I get like excited for it until I find out it's like a remaster. And I'm not saying I'm not excited for the game sometimes still, but for the majority, I'm like, oh, they've already released this thing. It's not as exciting for me.
Remaster is not the same as a game that came out 6 to 12 months
It's
ago.
like the same idea though. If you release something 2 years after a game comes out, it's the same idea. The
I'm
hype
saying
is the
2
same.
years. 2 years is dead. They don't do that anymore. Obviously, that's too long.
Yeah.
But they still want enough space for a second launch. I think that helped Indiana Jones. Frankly, it seems like it did to me.
I think bringing it to more systems helped Indiana Jones, absolutely. But I think the impact could have been the same if they launched it day and date. So
Right,
I mean,
never
we just
know, but
talked about Obsidian last week too, and how Grounded 2 was the most successful out of the releases because
And it's
the
funny,
numbers.
Avowed hasn't come out yet. Actually, on other systems, we forgot that.
Right.
We
Well,
will
do you
just
think
get
it's good that
posted.
Avowed came out on Xbox only at launch or whatever? Or
and we said that underperformed last
underperformed,
week.
right? Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe it'll have a good launch now, a year
Well,
later. On
Yeah,
PlayStation.
it's just we've talked about this millions of times. The budgets of these games you cannot keep it on one system anymore. Like even like Sony, like I said, they're not going to put it on Xbox right away, but the PC launch makes total sense for any games they're releasing to do the same day and date, as long as they have the manpower to do the port, to make it work on PC as well as PlayStation, which shouldn't be a big problem anymore because the infrastructure, the
That's a
system's
different
so
issue.
close anyways. Yeah,
Right.
so that's what matters. It's more about that. But
All right. Even Square Enix,
And
who's
that's-
been the biggest Sony like third-party exclusive proponent with all the Final Fantasy games, they're coming out. They're saying right now, with the Rebirth marketing, they came out and did interviews. They're like, the next part will come out on all the systems day one. There's no exclusivity for part 3. Like that doesn't say they haven't officially announced the game yet, and they're talking that it will be available day and date on all the other systems as well.
And do you think the Switch 2 version
See
would
how
do
that works out.
better because it came out like 2 years later? There's no way.
No way, because I mean, they already launched. They had to relaunch a remake at $40. Like there's only so much money that you can make out of a $40 pie, right? Like, it's like a third of that goes right to Nintendo, 10% of that goes to the retailer, right? So it's like at most they're probably making like $23-$25 off of that. Like even if you sell a million copies, that's a drop in the bucket if you're able to sell it for $70 out the door.
Well, and that's the other aspect of it. It's like, like Switch is a good example of this because they get a lot of games later, and it's at that point you're like, well, I could play it on Switch, and sometimes it's better depending on the design. But like the other side is like I could buy it for $20 on the Xbox or the PlayStation right now and play it like at half the price of what you're going to pay it on the Switch because it came out so much later. It's the same idea as what you're talking about with Sony with launching their games on the PC and on PlayStation. Like Tony mentioned earlier, you're going to come out at $70, or you can pay $39.99 on the PlayStation 5. Like it's kind of like you're looking at multi-console owners, and there's not as many as those.
You
But
do get the people that's like, oh, I can buy it on this console, and I can buy it on this console. You will get some of those, but that's a drop in the bucket compared to.
Yeah.
It's not even a factor.
Yeah.
Really.
so, anyways, all right.
Oh, hold on, real quick. Talk about Rebirth. I want to talk about Rebirth for a second. So Rebirth is launching on Switch 2 and Xbox in June something. 2 whole days before Summer Games Fest launches. Weird, very weird, very specific.
Yeah.
And I think Jeff Keighley even like tweeted it or retweeted it. It was only one of the
Jeff
only things that he
Keighley.
retweeted.
Can you trust that guy right now?
No, I mean I can trust him to do the thing that's.
Let's go.
I can trust him to do the thing that is best for Jeff Keighley. That is what I could trust Jeff to do.
Okay. Sure.
The hype behind that, I could trust that. He likes to hype things, and
Yes.
So, all right. Horizon's getting a new game.
Horizon
That's
3
awesome, right?
already?
It should be.
Horizon Hunter's Gathering, a new co-op action game coming from Guerrilla, coming to PS5 and PC.
What? PS5
So
and what?
A co-op.
Online
PS5 and PC.
co-op game?
What? That's
Piece of
weird.
shit
online
looking
co-op.
thing?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Go for it, PC
So we're getting-
player. Go buy this
Yeah.
piece of shit. See how it sells. Let's go.
Why?
I'm
You
shocked
love
at this
Horizon.
decision.
What are you talking about, Matt? That's like your game, Horizon, Mike.
Yeah.
Well, I like the series, but this doesn't look anything like it. So
No, it's not. Like this is a DOA game essentially. I think this game is just bad idea,
No. What?
right?
Why was this a bad idea? Why?
I think it's a bad idea. I think because I want Horizon
think
3.
it's a
I
bad
think
idea?
everybody else wants Horizon. Well, I think they should just work on Horizon 3.
first of all, there's no. Listen, like I like the series. It sells pretty good, but all these offshoots, like even the Lego one, everyone hated, and they're trying to shove that down your throat. They tried to do that VR thing, which I'm sure like all 20 people who own like PSVR and played it enjoyed, but just chill with Horizon not being core Horizon. Like it's not going to be a thing like that. Like calm down, focus on your mainline games, maybe release it when something else giant isn't coming out next time, and go from there. This sort of like Fortnite character design, hero shooter, just thing that doesn't look anything like what the fans of the game would want or need. And that's what they're not going for us. They're not going for the single player people who enjoyed Horizon. They're going for the hero shooter space, which
Really?
obviously everyone fails in. So
Well, I mean, funny you should mention. Funny you should mention hero shooter. Because we still have one bit of news to cover with that, by the way. But yeah, I think that this is a bad decision with that. But
if this releases to like surprisingly good reviews, I'll give it a chance. I might play it a little, but who am I gonna play it with? No one cares about this franchise except for me.
What? I think this looks.
the
pretty
franchise,
cool,
the franchise itself is popular. It just
It's
I don't
kind
know
of
if this-
popular, but it's also like a meme to dunk on it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So.
well,
Well, they
And
just
when
released
you, when
PR.
you couple that with a hero shooter, it's dead.
Well, it's not a hero shooter. It's more of a Monster Hunter game.
Yeah. I don't know
It's
where
yeah,
you're
supposed to be,
that's what I got
but
from
there's-
that.
Because you have specific heroes you play as different, like, they have different abilities.
I get what
Yeah,
you're saying
but-
with that part.
But you're
yeah.
hunting
but-
monsters.
And
Yeah,
in
I'm-
Monster Hunter, you're
Sure.
picking specific characters with the specific abilities / weapons, and
I mean,
that's
I get what
It's
Mike's
like
saying,
a
but
co-op
I mean, it is a
hero
co-op. It is more of a co-op. Yeah, I get what they're saying, but yeah,
Oh, co-op? So it is Monster Hunter. You agree?
yeah, it is more of a Monster Hunter style, but I
Good.
get what you're saying, Mike. So,
Okay.
but yeah, hero shooters. So the fact like the most popular of all time, right? was Overwatch. I would say on hero shooters, and then Overwatch 2, such a success when it launched. But Overwatch 2 is no more, and not because it's dead. They've removed the 2, so now it's just known as Overwatch.
Overwatch 2 killed Overwatch, and now Overwatch is killing Overwatch 2.
Makes sense
That hurts.
because they
That's tough to
eliminated the
think
first Overwatch, so
They are
this is the
doing a
only
lot of
Overwatch that
work.
exists.
Trying to give it
What
all
are
facelift
what are
here.
they doing? Yeah, what are they doing
They're
here?
trying.
What are they
They're
doing?
trying to match Rivals' output with characters. They're doing a bunch of new characters right now
Yeah.
because of this, and
I think
Yeah,
it's funny
and
because people are down
competition
on the
is
new.
good.
Yeah,
Gotta have it.
people are down on the new patch for Rivals. That subreddit's like losing its mind right now. Which they're a little dramatic anyway. I don't really care about what those people individually say, but there is a bit of a sentiment of I'm going back to Overwatch. It's back. Rivals has lost the balance.
Is
Correct.
Overwatch back? I don't know. Just because you name it Overwatch to get rid of the 2 doesn't mean it's back.
It has
Is-
had the
well,
most
they're
concurrent
trying.
players since in a long time. So.
Yeah,
I know.
mean, it's a very like on paper the announcement is good, right? It's like, oh, we're revisiting,
Yeah.
releases because like that was one of the worst parts of Overwatch 1 when we were playing it, right? It's like how long did it take? How many months were we teased with fucking Sombra, that shitty
what was it
augmented,
How that was done.
like that was
Meta
so
energy
terrible, right? And then it was months until the next one, and it's
Yeah.
just like, look, like if you're balancing a game around the competitive audience, yeah, probably you want to spend more time making sure that characters are tuned properly. But as Rival has shown, they don't care. Like the people that are paying the bills, aka buying the cosmetics to support this game, they just want to have fun. They just want cool cosmetics or sexy cosmetics or whatever it is. The game can be unbalanced. It doesn't matter. Like as long as people are having fun, right?
Well, they have 4 bans per match anyway.
Yeah.
There's 4 bans per match. It's a lot.
Yeah, so you have to keep pumping out characters, and Marvel Rivals found that cadence where it's one a month, and people are happy with it. And as far as I know, Rivals is still making a shit ton of money for both NetEase and Marvel. So
Yeah, they're still doing well. Yeah.
right, so and Overwatch here is like like getting fucking cucked. It's just like, oh shit, like we had this audience first. What's going on here, guys? What happened? And then because fucking Bobby Kotick and fucking in conjunction with Epstein. I don't know if you guys saw this. It's crazy. Epstein apparently was responsible with Kotick for all the microtransaction bullshit that
No way.
Activision Blizzard. Yes, I swear to God, dude,
Really?
look it up. I'll even put it in the Discord afterwards. But this is
Okay.
crazy. Not enough time to cover that in this
Another thing we can
podcast.
blame Epstein for.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just crazy that Overwatch has changed so much. And I get it, right? That's the nature of games as a service. I will admit, though, like, seeing a lot of the characters, I'm like, okay, that does look kind of cool. Even though I think individually the art style is, like, a little weird. I'm like, oh, this feels kind of like the Horizon thing. It feels a bit more cartoony, which, not like Overwatch was ever realistic, but I feel they had a style. And, like, this is kind of like just borderline, and I don't want to insult it because I play Fortnite, but like it feels borderline Fortnite-ish, where it's like it's a little more cartoony than the original style was.
Yeah.
And even one of the new characters is like a cat in a jetpack. I think that's what the character name is, like Jetpack Cat or something like that. And I'm just like, man, like that is desperate. That is fucking desperate as shit. Where it's like, guys, what do people like? Cats. All right, let's put a cat in a jetpack and give him a gun or a support gun or whatever it is. Like, what is that, man? What is that? Like, I get we had Winston. I get we had the hamster bro. What was his name? I don't even remember. But
Yeah.
Forgot his name. I never.
yeah.
I forgot his name already.
But like,
Yeah.
just
I
a
don't even know.
cat,
Yeah.
man. Like a cat. I don't know.
I saw another one of the new characters that just looks like a palette swap of Rivals Emma Frost.
Yeah. Muscle Mom. I mean,
That was, yeah. So it's cool. Whatever.
I mean, good for them.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't see myself ever going back to Overwatch.
It's like
No.
they just like are going back to where they were. It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's like they had a good thing going for them,
Yeah,
and then they
great
start
run. And
making all these changes.
And I could have sworn
Like
they said something about
5v5.
they're trying to look into PvE stuff again. I'm just like,
No, what the heck? Just like let it be. Just go back to like how it was, and then you'll be fine. But
The formula worked, so and then you changed way too much. Just go back to the formula and do small stuff. Add characters, like you said. Characters are what brings the people in. So, all right, that's the end of the news, folks. That'll wrap up this episode of the Gamecast. Once again, we're live on Twitch Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock Eastern. YouTube's got all the content, though, so if you can join us live, be sure to subscribe over to YouTube so you can get notified when we post all these great stuff. We will see you guys next week. We are out.